Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Omega Given here, and today I have a treat for all of you Fallout lovers. If you remember back in Fallout 4, there was your child, your alleged child, depends on the storyline that you pick and everything, that his name was Sean. And, well, Sean, the scientist of this, and builder of the synths, has ventured into the plains of Magic the Gathering. Yes, he has joined Magic the Gathering in as Sean, Father of Synths. He's a card in Magic the Gathering, 5 mana for a 3/4. Whenever you attack, you may create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of target attacking legendary creature you control other than Sean. Except it's not legendary, and it's a synth artifact creature in addition to its other types. And then whenever Sean leaves the battlefield, exile all synth tokens you control. I think this is super cool, to be honest. I just love, for one, I just love Fallout. For two, this is just like, basically, there's a card basically like this, but for dragons. I think it's like Miran, where he basically copies just, any dragon. But this guy just copies basically any legendary creature. So that's pretty awesome, where you just keep creating copies of like legendary creatures and they're not, like legendary rule doesn't apply to them. But there's one downside to him, which is not as good as some of the other cards that do these kind of copy things. And it's that if he dies or leaves the battlefield, aka leaves the zone, yeah, all your tokens are gone. So that kind of sucks. So he's not really the best of guys. But with him in mind, I thought to create a great themed deck for all of you Fallout lovers. Yes, I call this one Synth Robo Army. It's a power 5-ish, not that powerful deck, just because it's kind of hard to do it when like the commander's not that powerful. Like he's decently powerful, but like if somebody can remove him off the battlefield, like because it just literally any of his effects are just gone. Like there's no lasting effects. It's just only in the moment kind of stuff. So that kind of sucks. So yeah, basically we need to get him protection. So in this deck we have here, we need to protect Sean, Father of Synths, just like I guess the Institute tries to protect him in the game, and make sure if he's alive, we can just take over the world. So we have a lot of different cards here. Most of the cards in this set are actually from the Fallout series of cards that came out. We got all the bobbleheads, we got camp, we got all these good stuff to help give us nice good ramp and boost, because we need ramp if we're going to play him. We have a couple protection stuff like the Silver Shroud costume that'll help protect Sean, because we don't want Sean to get targeted and killed. So we got some of that stuff. As far as other stuff goes, we have like a bunch of enchantment auras to help enchant some guys and make them powerful and draw cards. So there's a couple of underlying themes with this deck. For one, yes, we're copying our legendary creatures and creating synths out of them. But for two, we're drawing a lot. And then for three, we just have lots of robots. Lots and lots of robots. So artifacts and robots. That's basically the whole thing about this thing. So yeah, we have some card draw, we got some more card draw, and like, exile some other stuff, appeals library, maybe play it with all of the ramp that we'll be doing. We got some other cards that aren't part of the Fallout series of cards, which is like, people like Jehoira, it's Jehoira, Weatherlight Captain. Whenever you cast a historic spell, aka artifact or legendary, which is the main thing in this deck, you draw a card, which is pretty awesome. And then we have just some charge counter stuff. Really, the charge counter stuff isn't that good in this deck. I probably could take it out and replace it with way better cards, but I just thought I might as well. Like technically, this card's actually a Fallout card. I just don't have the printing of it. There you go. It's a Fallout card now. But yeah, it basically has all that kind of stuff. I have charge counters just for fun, like counters for card target spell. You get a bunch of charge counters, and then you use those charge counters on certain creatures. I'd have to find them, but you have to use them on certain creatures to do certain things. I know power armor is one of them. So he enters battle if you get 2. At the beginning of the upkeep, you pay that to if you do untap. So basically, this is like gives your creature a pretty big buff. Not that good of a buff, but it buffs them. And you use your charge counters to untap them, and you can create or make them menace, trample, or lifelink kind of stuff, which is kind of nice. We have some other cards in here, of course, right here. Toughness of power equal to the number of cards in your hand, and of course, building off card draw, and it's also an artifact. We have a bunch of lightning greaves, champion's helm, stuff to protect Sean there, try to make him so he's all buffed up. We have some ramp cards. We got Ethereum Sculptor, mainly because I actually own this card. Costs 1 less to cast and everything like that. I just put some other robots in here. Transformers isn't quite the theme, but I just thought that'd be funny to throw a Transformer in here. So we got a Transformer in here. We got a whole bunch of other, like, you know, robots from the Fallout universe in here. We got the Salt Dominator, which uses charge counters to do some stuff, kind of fun stuff. Behemoth of Vault Zero, where you get some charge counters, and you may pay charge counters equal to target non-planet. When you do, destroy that permanent. So you know you can use charge counters to destroy people's things. I threw some Urza in here because Urza is pretty good for artifacts. So yeah, I got some Urza. We got some James the Wandering Dad, mainly because he's a human scientist. So I'm guessing he's kind of like a little bit like, I don't know, maybe he works for the institute. Who knows? We don't know. And then we have some other cool robot guys just to help us along the way. You got the big robot like a Curry, the emergent intelligence. Gosh, I can't pronounce that word. But yeah, I got some fun stuff here. Yeah, we put a Doctor Who robot in here. Why the flip not? It's K9 Mark 1, like the cute dog robot. I love that guy. All right, we got some Mr. Gutsies. Nick Valentine, he himself is a synth, so you know that's kind of nice. Also, but the little thing that I realized, let's go back to our commander here. When Sean leaves the battlefield, exile all synth tokens. Okay, good. I had to double check that because if it just exiles all synths, that would suck because then Nick Valentine would die. Nick Valentine was the same field, but no, he's not a token, so it'll be fine. But basically, you get to investigate and stuff like that, so that gives you some card draw, as well as just getting some artifacts that you can use to do other fun combos. Piper Wright, because Piper Wright is, you know, one of the guys that always, or one of the gals, sorry, one of the gals, I gotta say gals, because like that's just how like you would say that in the video game. This is one of the gals that does a whole bunch of investigating on who's a synth and who's not, kind of. Oh, a little bit of that. But yeah, so that's that. You got some Robo War Mind using some charge counters to do some stuff. We got Rosie, the Cutthroat Raider. This is from Fallout 76, so that's kind of fun to have Rosie in here. We have another robot, you know, Transformers, just have to chuck that in here for fun. We have a synth eradicator. You gotta have the synth soldiers, come on, man. Some synth infiltrators. So you got another synth that enters a copy of another creature, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, and then we have the Motherlode Excavator, of course, is another robot. Also from Fallout 76, and maybe from other games too. I don't know if the Motherlode's seen other games. I can't remember. And then we have the Thrill Kill Disciple. This is not quite a synth theme, but when he dies, create a junk token and you can squad. Squad is pretty awesome, so that's going to be very helpful. And we have some other just like, you know, artifact kind of dudes that I just threw in the deck just to round out the deck a little bit. So yeah, that's basically Sean, the father of synth deck. If you guys want to go and play this, you can check out my architect profile and click on it and go ahead and just try, you know, play testing it if you want. You can also play this on Spell Table if you just do a virtual camera of the playtester. It's actually pretty good. That's how I play oftentimes, even though I own half these decks. So yeah, like and subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll have some more fun decks for you next time. Bye bye.